Former U.S. Defense Secretary William Cohen says Washington has finally recognized that Pakistan is part of the problem. He admits that the U.S. should not have dropped action against the Lashkar-e-Toiba. He was speaking exclusively to WION's associate editor Palki Sharma Upadhyay. Watch the entire interview at 8:30 p.m. tonight. Don't miss it.
They see Pakistan as part of the problem. They also see Pakistan as being necessary in terms of our engagement in Afghanistan. And so it's balancing those interests. We need Pakistan for our own interests in dealing with Afghanistan, which serves India as well. And so it's one of those having to make judgments based upon, yes, we are looking very favorably toward India. We can't ignore Pakistan. We've had a relationship historically, but we're calling them, and I think it was very clear the President called them out on this issue, as did Secretary Tillerson.
The likes of Hafiz Saeed, who are making a foray into politics, what kind of leverage does Washington in this day and age have against Pakistan at a time when China is pouring billions into Pakistan? Do you see it as a counterbalancing factor which needs to be overcome?
I think the United States really has to decide what role we are going to play in this new century. And frankly, there is not a cohesive strategy in my judgment at this point. The new president has been buffeted by those who have advised him to disengage. There are others who are friends of mine, like Secretary Tillerson or Secretary Mattis, who say you can't disengage, you must engage. So I think that the president at this particular point has really not formulated a policy which is consistent, coherent, and is something that our allies and adversaries can rely upon in terms of what our direction is, who our friends are, who are not our friends, and what that relationship should be. So I think he's still new to the job. He's still working his way through the various subtleties and nuances of diplomacy, which frankly, he does not come from a governmental background. He's new to that job. He has advisors who have conflicting views. Right now, I think he's on the right track. I think he has both Secretary Tillerson and Mattis and Kelly and McMaster. They are guiding him in a way that I think makes strategic sense. Now, again, it's still unfolding, and it still has to cohere, and it still has to be consistent.